Hey, Roy here. I just want to talk to you a little bit about leadership and the importance of leadership in your life, how you lead yourself, how you lead your family, either lead, follow, or get out of the way. And I think it's such an important subject because our leadership creates the attraction of what's happening in our life. The law of attraction applies, and if you remember the law of attraction, it's very clear. Number one, you get what you ask for. And some people ask for what they don't want. They're wishing for one thing and praying for something else. The second thing is belief. And some people just don't believe that anything's really possible. They're living in a world where there's a paradox for them, a mindset, if you will, that has it that things just don't work. And of course, that shows up. And then the last one is the ability to actually receive. Now, if you can receive, then that's a worthiness within you. But there's 3 strikes and you're out. If you can't get the first strike, that is not even asking, you're out. Number 2, if you don't actually believe in what you're actually wanting to get, then you're out. And then, of course, if you can't receive it, you're definitely out. So people are failing on one of those or all of them. And that's part of a leadership area in your life. And if you want to know how you're leading, is check your results out. Good morning, Murray. Good to see you on there. And all the others, and Karen, others, thank you. So there are no accidents. If you're watching this, then there's going to be part of your life that says, I'm ready for a change. And you have to be a bit curious to be even still there. And you go to, and you say to yourself, well, how was the last 5 years and how would it be different? What would who would I need to show up to be different, to have things be different with me? For instance, we're doing our Ignition program today, Ignite Your Success here at Varsity. Now, we can download that for you. We've got a lot of people coming. They're going to look at their tools, the vehicles that they're going to use on Healthy, Wealthy and Wise. Their health as in their vitality, particularly their energy, and what they're really looking for, I believe, is well-being. And when you think about well-being, you're actually thinking about being. Who am I being in this? And that's an interesting statement in itself, because without being who you need to be, no leadership shows up, not much at all shows up. And the second part of wealth is, so healthy, wealthy, is you're wealthy in all areas, and that's including your relationships as well. And the vehicles we use, of course, are property, enterprise, shares, trading, all sorts of different areas. And we have a whole paradox around this, different mindset, if you will, that's very different from what appears to be impossible, like to turn $1 into $1 million in 7 years or less seems like impossible, yet very simple. And when you see it broken down, $1 goes to 20,000 and 20,000 becomes 40,000 and 80, 160 and 320 and 640 and 1,000,000 and 28,000. Like, it's simple, not easy. However, people get jammed up just to begin on this whole leadership of this. And I think it's a lot to do with there's so much going on. They just get so overwhelmed by everything. And with overwhelm, like, you really need to set some boundaries about what you're going to do. You need to be really clear about your outcome, and you've got to give up the overwhelmed story. That's a big deal. So, and then the last one, wisdom. That's really about consciousness, about personal growth. It's about who am I going to be in this? Again, a beingness. So it's a very powerful thing, leadership. On Tuesday night, we have our Connect group starting here. And the Connect groups are going to be very, very powerful for bringing people together, particularly around the 6 human needs: certainty, variety, significance, love, and connection. But it's particularly around growth and contribution. When you find people aren't really being successful in their leadership, I find there's 3 basic areas that really don't show up for them. One is that they're not congruent. Now, congruency is an interesting word. It's about integrity. It's about who would I like to be in the truth of my best self. The second area is about connection and how connected am I? Because we're often disconnected. Even watching this, we're kind of not together. Now, in our Connect groups, we're building these so you're physically in the same room as each other. 7 to 10 people with the same mindset, the same intention. And then the last one of the 3 C's really is congruency, and connect to contribution. How am I going to contribute here? And this contribution to me is one of the 6 human needs. It's one of the ultimate needs. It's one of the ones you can't get any other way other than from within yourself. Contribution is so important. Similar to growth, you cannot get it unless you're really focused. So that's an important part. Now, we have a download for this one on this leadership area, and particularly around the Connect group. So if you're wanting information on this, whether you're an existing client or this is the first time you've watched this, you're just passing by and some accident happened, then you can just send us a request here, put your details down, we'll send you the Connect group material for you to think about. There's a little assessment there that you may find interesting about leadership and about where am I on as a hare, an owl, tortoise and squirrel, but it's particularly around sharks and around whales and dolphins and around being an urchin. And there's a strength in this and there's a weakness in this in your leadership. And it's worthwhile looking at that to really come to terms with, how am I going to move forward in 2019, 2022? What is my strategy for this next 3 years? So that's all about leadership. So I don't want to take any more time. You're in the right spot at the right time, moving in the right place. So I'll leave you with this one thought. In the Secret, they said, when the man came and found the magic little lamp, and he rubbed it and the genie appeared. There was a story about that said, your wish is my command. And there's an old story that says you had 3 wishes, and most of us know the trick on that one. The first wish is, I'll have 1,000 wishes. But when they looked at this in the old original story, there was no limitation to 3 wishes. And when you look at the law of attraction and leadership in your own life, there is no limitation. You just ask what you want. You have to believe that it's possible, and you have to be willing to receive. Now, seems simple, not easy, very simple. And remember, we all co-create here. It's not about the cosmic bill captain will just deliver things, because you'll always get what you're supposed to get. And that's an important distinction. Have a beautiful weekend. Hope to see you here at Ignition. If not, maybe on Monday night with I Can, Improving Constant Never Ending on creativity, or on Tuesday night, come on board with us. And if you can't do it on the webinar, the Connect groups, because it's coming a Connect group near you. Look forward to catching up. Bye for now.